What if the technique you've used for 40 years is now silently working against your health? Most older men never get all to adapt. They just continue doing what always felt familiar, faster, firmer, focused only on the end goal. But after 60, your body changes. And if you don't change with it, what once felt good can now lead to discomfort, frustration, and even long-term harm. Because the truth is, the wrong technique can quietly damage your circulation, reduce nerve sensitivity, and affect your confidence more than you realize. Today, we're going to fix that. Why Dr. Laura Stone created this guideline? Dr. Laura Stone, a board-certified urologist who spent the last 22 years supporting men over 60 in maintaining healthy, confident, and safe sexual lives, with clarity and compassion. And in this video, I'll walk you through how to adapt your self-touch routine in a way that protects your body, respects its changes, and supports your pleasure and health for years to come. First, let's start with what's changed. Because understanding the aging male body, testosterone, blood flow, and nerves, many men feel surprised, confused, or even ashamed when their bodies no longer respond the way they used to. But let me reassure you, this isn't dysfunction, this is biology. As we age, several systems that affect sexual response begin to shift. Testosterone, the hormone responsible for libido, mood, and performance, begins to decline. Fat dose and mean desire disappears completely, but it often becomes less spontaneous. Blood flow also changes. The small vessels that supply the penis can become less elastic and less efficient, making erections slower to build and more difficult to maintain, especially when you're alone and relaxed. And then there's the nervous system. Nerve endings that once reacted instantly can become a bit quieter. Touch may feel more muted. Sensations may take longer to process. So what does this mean for you? It means that the methods you've relied on in your 20s, 30s, and even 50s, the habits built over decades, may no longer serve your body, and that's not your fault. It just means it's time to update your technique. Unfortunately, many older men never realize this. They assume something is wrong with them, or worse, they push harder. They tighten their grip, increase the speed, and focus enter Rillian climax, thinking that will somehow bring the feeling back. But these habits, fast, firm, outcome-driven, are actually working against your body after 5 silent mistakes, harming older men's pleasure. 60. So, let's talk about the 5 silent mistakes I see most often in older men's routines and how to avoid them. Mistake number 1, using the same grip strength you've always used. After 60, the skin of the penis becomes thinner and more sensitive to friction. What used to feel pleasurable might now feel slightly irritating or even painful. A strong grip can damage small blood vessels, desensitize nerve endings, and reduce your body's ability to respond. The fix: loosen your grip. Experiment with a gentler hold. Your goal isn't force, it's sensation. Mistake number 2, going too fast too soon. When your nervous system slows down, fast motion can actually overwhelm. The brain doesn't register this signal fast enough, so pleasure can feel flat or confusing. Think of your body like a radio tuned to a slightly different frequency. The music is still there, but the tuning needs to be more precise. Slower, steady, rhythmic movements allow your brain to process sensations more fully. Mistake number 3, skipping lubrication. Many men think lubricant is only for partnered sex or only for women. That's not true. As testosterone drops, natural lubrication decreases even in men. Combine that with thinner skin and drip stimulation becomes risky. It increases friction, which can cause micro tears, rashes, or delayed soreness. The solution is simple. Apply a gentle water-based lubricant early before you feel fully aroused. This allows your skin to soften and respond and helps your nervous system interpret touch as pleasurable instead of stressful. Mistake number 4, forcing yourself to climax. Climax is not the measure of a successful experience, especially after 60. Your body may take longer. Your soul may come in waves. And that's not a failure. It's a new rhythm. The harder you try to achieve pleasure, the more likely you are to activate stress hormones that actually suppress it. Let your experience unfold. If you feel satisfied before climax, that's valid. If you pause and return later, that's fine. Let go of the stopwatch. Mistake number 5. Ignoring your body's signals. After decades of routine, it's easy to go on autopilot. But self-touch after 60 is less about repetition and more about response. If something feels dull, adjust. If something feels uncomfortable, stop. If something feels unexpectedly good, stay with it. You're not performing, you're connecting. So a safe, step-by-step technique for masturbate safely after 60. What does an adapted, healthier self-touch technique actually look like? After 60, let me walk you through it step by step. First, choose your moment carefully. Don't rush. Block out at least 15 to 20 minutes where you won't be interrupted. You want your nervous system to feel safe. Not on alert. Second, set the environment. Dim lighting, soft background music, or even warm lighting can signal your brain to relax. Comfort is the foundation of pleasure. Third, start with your breath. For king anything. Take 5 slow, deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This tells your body, I'm safe, I'm present, not in a rush. Fourth, apply lubricant early, not as an afterthought, but as the first invitation. Gently rub it across your entire genital area. Let the warmth, moisture, and touch become part of the process, not just a setup. Fifth, explore slowly. Don't go straight to the most sensitive areas. Think of this as a massage, not a machine. Explore pressure, temperature, even different hand angles or rhythms. Sixth, pause when needed. If arousal fades, that's okay. It may return or not. The goal isn't to reach a finish line. The goal is to experience an exhaustion. And seventh, breathe throat. Breath is your best tool for keeping blood flowing, staying relaxed, and tuning into sensation. This might feel unfamiliar at first. But for many men, this kind of approach opens the door to deeper satisfaction, fun they've felt in years. Now, let's talk about how your position affects your experience, something many older men overlook. If you're seated on a hard chair or hunched forward, you may be compressing pelvic nerves or blocking blood flow. Try reclining with support behind your back, lying on your side, elevating your legs slightly with a pillow. You may be surprised how much better things feel just by shifting your posture. Some men even benefit from soft aids, like warming sleeves or texture tools designed to provide sensation without force. These aren't toys. These are tools just like glasses or hearing aids designed to support your changing body. The point here is simple. Your body deserves adaptation, not judgment. Your technique deserves evolution, no repetition. You're not broken. You're just in a new phase. And that phase deserves guidance. Let's shift now to something that often gets ignored. Booties, just as important as technique. Your mental space, and the emotional side of self-care. You see, after 60, self-touch is no longer just about stimulation. It's about creating a space where your mind, your body, and your nervous system can reconnect with it pressure, without guilt and without shame. Too many men still carry silent expectations that it has to look a certain way, that it has to end either role of mindset, mood, and space or tane way. That if it doesn't feel like it used to, something must be wrong. But the truth is, what you're experiencing isn't failure. It's a different kind of pleasure, slower, softer, and more responsive to pro-sensathon performance. Take your time, let experience unfold like a slow wave, not a spark. If you feel tension building, pause. If you feel distracted, breathe. If you feel satisfied before climax, allow that to be enough. This is not a race. It's not a test. It's not a performance. It's just you tuning by Kinto your body's language. And with time, you'll find that what your body is saying now is different than what it is to say, but no less worthy of listening to. Now, let's talk about when you should consider speaking to a doctor. Because while many of the changes you're experiencing are natural, some can be signs that your body needs support. And knowing the difference is you take care of yourself, not how you judge yourself. Here are 4 clear signs that it may be time to check in with a urologist. 1. Persistent pain or discomforting or after self-touch. A mild stingriness or burning feeling that doesn't improve with lubricant or gentle technique could signal inflammation, minor infection, or tissue irritation. These are common and treatable. But left unrest, they can worsen over time too. Sudden or ongoing numbness. Gradual decrease in sensation is common with age. But a sharp drop or dead zone of feeling may reflect a nerve-related issue that needs to be evaluated early. The earlier it's caught, the better the outcome. 3. Inability to get or when to seek medical help for warning signs. Maintain an erection even in calm, private settings. If arousal used to be possible and now feels impossible despite privacy, comfort, and rest, this may signal a blood flow or hormonal issue. This is not a reflection of your masculinity. It's a vascular system, and it may need attention. 4. Emotional distress linked to self-care. If you're feeling anxious, ashamed, frustrated, or disconnected during or after self-touch, don't ignore it. Emotional health and sexual function are deeply connected. Talking to a doctor isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of commitment to your own well-being. And you don't need to wait for something to go wrong. Even a 30-minute check-in with a urologist can give you clarity, real-life, and practical next steps. If your urologist can give you clarity, real-life, and practical next steps. If you're unsure how to start the conversation, try something simple like, I've noticed some changes in how my body responds during solo activity. Is this part of normal aging or something I should keep an eye on? You can also mention specific symptoms like dryness, sensitivity, loss, or blood flow concerns. Experienced providers will know exactly what you mean and respond with their respect. You deserve. So let's bring this all together. Redefining pleasure and connection after 60. After 60, masturbation, or what I prefer to call intentional self-touch, is not about going back to what once was. It's about moving forward with awareness. It's about discovering what still works, what still feels good, and what still connects you to yourself. It's about loosening your grip, both physically and mentally, slowing your pace, listening to your body. Instead of pushing it, letting go of outdated definitions of success. Because pleasure after 60 is not just possible. It can be more grounded, more mindful, and more meaningful than ever before. Your body's not broken, it's evolving. And you serve to evolve with it, not against it. This video helped clarify how to care for yourself more safely and respectfully than what I'm about to say next is even more important. Even with final advice and the link to your prostate health right technique, there's one habit that silently affects your prostate health, especially if you masturbate. Most men don't realize it until it's too late. So before you close this tab, I urge you to keep watching. In the next video, I explain what every older man needs to know. About self-touch affects the prostate and what to do instead. Click here to watch if you're older and masturbate. I urge you to watch this video because taking care of yourself means staying informed and staying ahead. You deserve relearns, words, and that's exactly what we give you here at Seni.